In this video, we're going to talk about how to pivot out of trouble and create a passing lane for yourself. My name is Coach Nick Aldiro. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and any questions that you have, please leave them in the comments. So pivoting is an underrated aspect of the game. From my experience, players who cannot pivot, they just aren't kept in the game. And it sounds like a very specific detail, but it is a massive, massive point that most beginners, when first playing, really struggle with, and even seasoned players struggle with to pivot. So what is a pivot foot? A pivot foot is a foot that stays down, okay, and your other foot can move. So we're going to talk about some options that you can do once you've picked up your dribble. So let's say that the cones are a defender's feet, okay, and I picked up my dribble with my left foot being my pivot. One way is to step to the outside. So let's say the ball's on my right hip. I'm going to take my right foot, remember my left foot stays down, and I'm just going to step wider and I'm going to find an angle over here. Another option, if that's not open, right, because this is not super protected. By the way, you want to drive the ball back to that hip and lean forward, because if they foul you, or they're more likely to foul you if you're leaning, okay? To create this angle, we're going to step nice and wide. My shoulder goes down, the ball goes back, and then we're going to kind of hook it around them. Most coaches for recreational teams, they kind of, when doing passing, they just do it straight away. You want to make sure that you have a barrier between you and your offensive player that you're going to throw to, and pass and step around. Okay, so we have a ball side step out, boom, right there. Ball goes to your hip, hook that pass wide. The second one we're going to look at is if this isn't open, our ball side step out, right? Ball side meaning the foot where the ball is at. They're not open there, right? I'm covered, they jump. Now I'm going to cross step around right here. Okay, so I go, my first option, I'm going to go wide step out. And now I can either rip high, medium, or low. Let's say I rip low to get the ball away from my defender because I'm leaning forward with my head. And now I'm going to cross step. And I can throw this pass with the right, or I could hook it around, and that's going to give me some extra distance between me and my defender. I can also throw that, but obviously their hand, if they have long arms, they could get this. So left hand in this case might be a better option. Okay, so option one, ball side step out, they're not there. Option two, rip low, medium, or high. Let's say I rip high, cross step, I can throw that backhanded pass, or I can hook it around. Now, let's say they're not open on this one. Now I'm going to reverse. So I'm going to turn my back for a second for extra protection because they're right here. I'm going to reverse all the way around, and now I'm back to that position I was before to throw that. Now, if you do those three, I guarantee, well, I can't guarantee, but most likely 90% of the time, you're going to find a passing angle. Okay, so let's review. Not open on my wide step out, ball goes to the hip, ball side step out, not open. I'm going to cross step. Boom, not open. Now they're all the way over here. So I'm going to reverse pivot. Now the key here is don't take multiple pivots. Swing all the way around and get, boom, that angle passing around there. And if they're not open still, well, then you can keep moving your pivot. And what you can also do is you can step into them, rip it to your hip and step in, and you can bump them off with that middle jab. Okay, so let's review. By the way, this isn't a sequence that you have to do. These are just different options. You might do them in completely different order. I have my step, ball side step out, not open. Cross step, not open. Reverse pivot, not open. They're really crowding me. I go low, I bump them and step into them. Now that gives me space to make a pass, or if I bump them, if I'm close enough, I might have a shot, okay? If you can pivot, you can play. If you cannot pivot, you are not going to be able to play in the game. So it's a skill that you have to master, and you want to be able to do it with both sides. So now my right foot's down, I got my ball side step out, not open. I got my cross step, not open. I got my reverse, not open. Rip it low, bump them. Now I'm open for the pass or for the shot. Again, it might not happen in that order, but those are just some options, okay? If you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you found this video of value. If you live in the Ocean or Monmouth County area of New Jersey, go to the description and click apply to be a part of our program if you're age 10 and over, parents only. If you're looking for online coaching, also check out the links in the description. And if you want a free workout, check out the link in the very first comment. All right, I will see you guys next video.